Using 3TG in VSCode to generate component tests.
We will use a TypeScript project that exports two React components, and we want to create tests for one of them.
We have a component named addition that receives two numbers and displays their result. All negative numbers are displayed in red, all positive numbers in black, and 0 in green. The number component is responsible for rendering the number. Let's use the 3TG VSCode extension to generate all default tests for the addition component. We optimize the imports and remove the import for number, as it would conflict with the built-in JavaScript number class. 3TG has created 81 tests for us, and it needed only around 1 second to do that. Now let's see which values it used.
Most likely, you did not think to test for infinity or NaN values. 3TG added a mock for the number component in our test file, but we don't want that.
Let's create a configuration file for the addition component in which we disable this behavior. Also, we will test only the following values for a number -1, 0, and 1, so our tests include all possible text colors. .3TG has created a complete configuration file for us with example values. However, we don't need the generated content.
Let's remove it and add only what we need.
We only need to stop automatically including mocks in test files.
Since props is an object, we will define mock values for properties of type number.
Let's now generate tests with these values. We will disable all default rules using the no default test rules setting. And since we want to overwrite the existing test file, we will also enable the overwrite test setting. Now we have only tests using our custom values. We still have 9 tests generated, and it's still difficult to get a clear overview of them. Let's create a functional requirements file for better clarity. We will save it for better formatting. We are once again in the same situation as when we started. All default rules are present in this functional requirements file. Let's re-enable the no default test rule setting and regenerate this functional requirements file. Let's modify the test to check for -1 and 1 and rename it. We add a check to verify that the addition component is rendered using its specified test ID. Let's disable the automatic inclusion of the mock and add more checks to this test. Now we have a functional requirements file that defines a configuration for a test making multiple checks without using any mocked components. Let's create the configuration file based on this functional requirements file so we can generate the tests again. Our tests now use the expected test values and do not include any mocked components. The test is running correctly. If you found this helpful and you're leading a development team which want to boost code quality and test coverage without slowing developers down, head over to 3tg.dev and get your licenses today. 3TG is built for developers and teams who want to write better, faster, and smarter tests.
And for companies that care about reliable code, fast onboarding, and scalable test generation.
Purchase the right licenses for your team at 3tg.dev. Also check the Coding Creed Technologies manifesto at codingcreed.tech. You can contact us at any time by email at support@codingcreed.tech. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. We'd love to hear from you.